I can hit the button now. Alright, I hit the button. We should be live, I think.
Yo,
Got a nice ad on
what is up?
Twitch. We have to fill up the chat so that way it like...
Ah, true.
Oh, you're doing numbers. What 7 TV emotes do we have?
I don't think we have white people Fortnite yet.
We don't have any. It's just the global ones.
Still not on screen.
It's gonna get there.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. I'm gonna start playing the frame dump. Yo, what up, Daft? Is there audio for this? I got the audio.
Yeah,
Rip-
dolphin dumps
rip
are pretty
Daft.
loud usually, aren't
Yeah,
they?
rip Daft's ears in particular. They're maxed out volume.
Right, here we go. Doing some real men rollback.
I have this set to loop, so it's just gonna keep going for a while we wait. This is part of the Hundo TAS that's being currently made. Yo, what up?
Glad I'm not using headphones.
Yeah, I have no idea how much that rollbuck saves. The tiki doesn't seem like it's much farther back. I'd expect it to be much farther back if it was cutting out like 2 bounces. Really? Well, welcome, i5.
Automatic bronze. Speedy knows what's up. You know, I was honestly expecting more than 3, but it's still gonna be pretty good because the task was really fun.
I had no idea what he meant when he said that. So I'm glad you knew.
Wait, what? Who meant?
I didn't know what automatic bronze meant.
Ah,
But yeah. This was an interesting task, IMO.
well, we're gonna talk all about it. Do you
Yeah.
have any idea how long we've been live so we can start?
We've been live
Right.
3 minutes. I can see
Alright,
it
alright,
with
alright.
my eyes.
All right, good.
Look at this ballin'. Look how he balls.
Yeah, Speedy. It's GameCube loads as well.
Dude, Speedy, I straight up said in the Discord, like, I don't know which is faster, but going to Chumbuck at first is probably faster. Me, a fool, a buffoon. But doing that would add a hub load. Because you'd have to just go back to hub twice at some point.
Hub load is basically just 10 minutes.
Real. How long even is it? Like, I'd guess like 6+ seconds.
I think it was 8 seconds
8,
or
yeah.
something.
That is 6+. That's the plus.
That's what I remember from when I was playing on Dolphin myself.
You just actually had to deal with 6-8 second uploads.
Yeah, it was even better because I did some like a switchless max percent where you had to do VMS with all of these loads. There were like 5 different places you had to VMS where they all had different loads.
Hey, you had plenty of time to prepare though. It couldn't sneak up on you. This is the only clip that I prepared for this, by the way, as in the preview while we're waiting. So,
Well, I mean the 5 minutes are almost up, and
Yeah.
it's
Just-
definitely some entertaining movement.
just look at how he rolls that buck. Smiley strat.
Didn't you say that you frame dumped this, by the way?
Yeah, just now.
Because there's still the box thing.
Yeah, because it's part of the framed up.
I
Because
didn't
I had
know
to
that
have,
was in frame dump as well.
yeah. It's just part of the rendering. But It's like that because I had to have cheats off for this to sync or whatever. I don't even know if I had to. I just had cheats off for this. Normally I have cheats on.
All right, I think we should start.
Also, what is the chat frozen? Am I crazy? The screen grab I have right here is not showing Speedy's latest message. Let me move this real quick.
Did you post that we're live, by the way?
I did in fact do that. There he is. There he is. All right, welcome everyone to the May 2023 BfBB TAS competition. This was an interesting task, and I have a little video here to tell y'all all about it. I hope I balanced the audio for this right. My goodness, I hope I did.
Oh, y'all all about it?
2023 BfBB TAS competition.
Yeah.
Welcome to the May 2023 BfBB TAS competition. This month we're starting in Merm Security Tunnel from this checkpoint. Timing starts when you unpause and ends when the screen freezes as you enter into Ballroom. You have 6 health, you are allowed to cruise boost, and you need to collect this sock. You will also need to collect 100 shinies before leaving. Important to note, the box is not open. The deadline is May 31st at 11:59 p.m. Good luck and may the best TAS win.
You know, I quite like the animation you did at the beginning of the video.
Thanks. It took me forever to figure out how to do that. Yeah. Couldn't find
I
the
don't know why.
stream in the directory. That is, I don't know why. It does.
What is?
It does say we're in
directory?
SpongeBob SquarePants bound for Bikini Bottom, so maybe we're just being blocked by the man. They're just trying to keep us down. Or maybe I'm just lagging out, and that's probably why. In any case, like that dude said, their task, you're starting in Merm Security Tunnel, somewhere deep in there. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's... Okay, we can't... Let's not get into the whole, you know, SpongeBob AI streams. But, yeah, there's like 3 of them. In any case, the task was starting in Merm Security Tunnel at some random checkpoint I chose deep in the tunnels. And you have to collect 1 sock and at least 100 shinies. So, let's get into it, see how people did.
I thought this was a very fun task, by the way. I'm really curious to see what other people have done.
1 second, I'm gonna pull up the Google Forms because I don't know which tab I have it in. I had it open, you gotta trust me, I had it open.
I think this is also the first time that I made a proper task with cruise boosting.
Really? What do you mean?
Or at least with ICBs. I don't think I've ever stacked ICBs before this task.
Huh. Well, you did a fairly good job from your numbers here, but we'll get back to that later. In any case, yeah, let's start. So, in 3rd place, we have Speedy Cube 64 with a time of 22.9 seconds. Very different. Very different.
Let's go, let's go.
So, let's see it.
Ooh, stacking on the father.
Yeah, stacking
And
on the
the
father.
teeth.
We got those reboot physics.
Wait, what? What? This is insane.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So reboot physics are basically always at 0 for every task, just because it makes things interesting. Here, that allowed Speedy to just go through that wall and back in bounds, actually. But as you can see, he stacks like 3 ICBs, so I don't know what his speed was. That wasn't in the forms, but I'd expect you can get up to like around 3. No, you can do more than 3. You can get up to around 15 speed, 14.92.
Oh, he
yeah.
said in the chat it's 14.92.
He got real close to 15, which is basically the max.
Yeah, that's very solid. 14.92 for 3.
And by the way, like,
Especially with the father and the tiki,
yeah, Cruise
that's quite tricky.
IC being off, I don't know what it is. Was this your experience, Speedy? Whenever I've ICB'd off of enemies like fodders, I don't know what angle they have. It's surprisingly like not that hard to do. Like it works easier than you'd expect. And tikis are actually really good for ICBs if you think about it, because they're always facing a cardinal direction. Like their turning
Yeah, they're
animation
really
doesn't
flat.
actually change it. So they're actually really easy to ICB off of. I don't know. It maybe
I think it's also worth mentioning that it's pretty interesting how he jumps up the ledge, but still has has like low enough down momentum to get these ICB stacks.
yeah.
That's
There's
it.
you can't really cruise boost if you have too much down momentum, but it's kind of sort of lenient. You can have a few. You can have like -2, maybe -3. On ICBs, actually, I think I've stacked like a 20 speed ICB with -4 before. I'm pretty sure I've done that. I have no proof. I have no source, but I'm pretty sure I've done that. Yeah. I do want to say something though. Um, how many Chinese are these guys supposed to give? The ones that chuck stuff at you, whatever they're called. Because
The
this gave
chucks,
like 50 here. Do they actually give 50? Am I just
yeah,
slow?
yeah, I
Really?
think they do.
That is
Chucks do give 50.
that is far more than I thought. I should have made. That is many. That's half of it right there. I did not know that. There's a whole
Hey,
sheet.
do you want to hear some more? The Tartar bot gives 30, the G-Love gives 40, and the father obviously gives only 5. The bomb bot actually gives 15.
Yeah, that's so weird that Chucks would give 50 then, especially because they're like a one-hit enemy. They're just like low class. Why did they give 50?
They're pretty hard to hit though, like casually,
Oh,
because you have to
true.
go all the way up. And honestly, they're one of the best robots in the game in terms of like how good they are at hitting you as well, because they have this predictive AI to see where you will be in a couple frames, and then they try to shoot there. I think they're pretty tricky casually.
Yeah, they see your moves before you make your moves. My route probably would not have changed with that information. Yeah. So Daft
Is
has
there any
made
reason, is there any reason you didn't hit the robots? You literally just jumped over here.
because he gets enough shinies. You
Feels
know?
like a little bit missed opportunity to, but honestly, it probably wouldn't have mattered because you got a purple
Yeah.
and a chuck, which is already enough.
I do wonder though, like, this would have been tough to set up, kind of. But I do wonder if right around here, if you could have set up another ICB, like off of one of these tikis. Actually, yeah, right here, you should have low enough momentum. Could like ICB off that
Ooh.
wall or something, get a 20 speed.
Maybe, yeah.
That probably
Alright.
would have worked, but it would have been harder.
This was really cool though. I wasn't actually expecting to see that much out of bounds.
Yeah. It's, yeah.
Did he reboot clip 4 times then?
Yeah, yeah, they probably would have given 40. Did he reboot clip 4 times? One, it's gonna be like 1 to get out, 1 to get in, 1 to get out. I don't think he, yeah, 3, because he doesn't have to get back in. Because,
Oh, you're right. He doesn't have to get back in.
what's it called? The checkpoints, not the checkpoints, the gates actually have like enormous boxes to hit them from. You can go like pretty high above or below them and still interact with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in any case, on to
Well, now the
second
question
place.
is, how do you beat this? How do you
How
beat
do
someone
you
who goes
beat this?
out of bounds?
How do you beat that? Okay, let's see
Crack
it.
ICBs and reboot clips?
In second place, we have. That's not. Yeah, that's not the name. In second place, we have Chunk with a time of 18.2 seconds. Some levels
Let's
you
go.
absolutely can't hit gates from below. Is that
That
like
is quite the difference,
the
though.
challenge? Yeah, that's true. Tetrax. So let's see it.
Oh no, are we gonna do a DCB here?
I wanted to put a U on that CB, but I couldn't. I just didn't have enough time to activate it.
This is very interesting. Going all the way down to get more shinies.
You know, I had an out of bounds route for
Mhm.
this, where instead of climbing back up, you like clip out and then bash off of the tops of the tunnels to get to the thing. But it lost like 20 frames just going up it normally. Which
Getting
is very
that DCB
disappointing.
must have been really hard though.
Not really.
Isn't this ball bounce? How do you even do that?
You just throw balls until the balls go. This was a 25, by the way.
Oh, nice. Did you use any Delta trickery or not?
No, I just did it till it activated something.
And then you got a 25?
Yeah. It was, I don't know, balls push you, man. However, I feel like this was a mistake. I don't know, maybe, I didn't really use it a ton. You know,
I mean,
most
it's
of this
very
you're falling.
fast, though.
But I don't know if it really saved time or not. It probably didn't. But yeah, fun fact, this clam right here, this is a momentum jump. I get like 7 Y momentum off of that jump right there. That's why I'm able to make it up this ledge.
Nice.
I don't know if the clam was opening or closing, but it gave me some speed vertically.
I think the very old Hundo strat for the sock was actually to do a momentum jump off the clam. To get on the... to skip the paying the clam.
To get where? Where does that get you?
Onto the platforming to make it to the sock.
Huh.
I remember that being a Hundo strat.
Seems like you'd have to go pretty high.
Yeah, it was pretty tricky.
It just helped you with Wahundo? How? What happened? Oh, the old strat, like what he said. So you don't have to pay the clam. Yeah, Speedy's been running Wahundo. And Smiley with that old strat.
How did you get the shinies here? Let's see, because you get a combo with the bzz, or the bomb and the G-Love, right? So that's like 60.
I could have killed this man right here, but I chose to spare him.
I mean, you would have had a spin, which is pretty slow, right?
Yeah, but I just hit the bomb into the G-Love. That's like a fat 60, or yeah, like you said. Yeah, 62. I think I picked up a shine, actually.
This
That's why it's
grab
62.
stock is quite crazy by the way, because you're like right on the edge.
Yeah, that happened one time on accident, and then I overrode it, so I just spent a while trying to get it to work again.
No way.
This one right here, I think I had to, I don't know if it actually worked, but in my head, I had to, like, let go of the control stick for a little bit so that these guys wouldn't disappear, so that I'd get enough from breaking
Did
it.
you not do a tippy toe thing?
I probably could have, but I didn't.
So that's 40 shinies. Is it just a hammer button, 2 shush tikis?
I hammer about 2 shush tikis and then like 2, 3 wooden tikis or something like that.
Interesting.
I don't know how many it broke, but it took a while to like, I kept getting 98 there until I
It's still
was
quite
able to
crazy
break those.
go all the way down and then back up.
I couldn't see how else you would do this. I didn't know. It was not clear to me. Where's a good frame of breaking these?
Going
Yeah.
back up is surprisingly fast though, I must say.
Yeah, I didn't want to do these bashes, but like those, I would have preferred to jump because it's faster movement, but than a bash. But it's I just couldn't make it up. Just couldn't get high.
You got anything else? Did you? You probably didn't write anything.
Nah, I didn't write anything.
Got anything more to add?
No, I had a strat where I just like got damaged off of one of the mines or whatever, and then fell down and used like a damage boost off of the Mr. Chuck's missile, like the thing he chucks at you, and that sent me to the box. And then I had opened the box with some movement before. That lost like that was like 1400 frames. This was like 1060 frames. So yeah,
This is 1060 frames.
yeah, something like that, like 1062. So yeah.
Wow.
In any case, next up in first place we have Smiley with a time of 16.633 seconds. I just
Let's
opened XMU.
go.
And he does have some words to tell y'all.
That.
So, the notes for this from Smiler were had a lot of fun with this one and am very satisfied with the result. Was aiming for less than 1,000 frames and thought this was 999 frames. Turns out it's 998 frames. But I worked so hard to save that last frame, so I'm keeping it. Interestingly, what was arguably the most precise part of this task is something you can't even see happening. So try to see if you can figure out what that was.
Ooh, little mysterious.
Ooh, Mysterio.
Wonder what it was.
Yeah, everyone else doing ICBs. Where's the UCBs at? Yeah, and then suddenly he just has 100 shinies. I don't know how he did it. I don't know what happened. But he's... This first stack here, by the way, this is also in the notes. This goes up to like, what did you say? It was like 14 point something? Yeah, 14.43, which off of these three is actually really impressive. Because usually what he did here, where you hit it twice, that was... I guess that's just because of the way the checkpoint's shaped. Usually, if you're going to ICB off the same thing twice, I don't know about y'all, but the strat I've done where you get a slower ICB, like a 3.5, and then you use the fact that it's slower to hold back and back off a little bit so that way you can walk back into it and add a 5 to it. So normally you'd get like an 8.5 there, but I think because of the way this is shaped, he can ICB off the front of it and then turn an ICB off that corner right there.
I don't think it's to do with the shape of the checkpoint. I think because I do the same thing later, where I also get 9.4 off just a flat wall. I think the way you want to do this is just tune every single angle for every single frame perfectly. That's what I did at least.
I don't know. I can expect it to be a square, so I don't know. I figure you like hit the front of it and then whiz to the side of it, so that because you still need room to move for at least a frame to be able to add speed to it.
But yeah, Speedy Cube was actually correct. The thing you can't even see is that the chuck actually flies into the orb right there, which is very, very rare.
Really? I thought, because I was trying to figure out how you did this, how you got so many, and I figured it had something to do with the chuck. I thought the G-Love did a crazy bounce or something like that and hit the chuck, but I didn't know that he could even hit the orb. Yeah, you can
I
just
didn't know
commit
that
die.
either until it randomly happened while I was working on this task, and I was like, oh no, that's 50 free shinies. I cannot escape this.
That
so
would
then I
just
had to implement that into the route.
that's just good for like any route with this. It's just 50 free shinies.
It's so bad.
Is this here? Did you do like a bowl and then get damage out of it, or is that just raw
Yes.
damage? Okay.
Yeah, it's actually a displacement ball as well, because I have a 9.4 speed cruise boost, and that DBB is like 19.3 speed.
Is that like from between them or just from going off the edge?
I think it's from going off the edge.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure this is like as fast as you can get. Without camera trickery, at least.
Why didn't you camera trickery though?
It's because it would have
It
saved
literally
one
could've.
frame, and it would have taken a complete day.
A full day just to shake the camera until it manipulates the delta time correctly.
And I already had the 999 frames I wanted.
Could have gone for like 996. That's close to 69. Is there any
But yeah,
way?
I actually had the game running for what was about 2 hours, just doing nothing, waiting for the chuck to hit the orb again, so I could try and replicate it.
What information did that give you?
It showed me what route the chuck needs to take in
Okay.
order to hit the orb, so I can just repeatedly reset every single little bit of movement until he goes the right way, so he ends up at the orb.
Yeah, I had to study his behavior in the wild.
It was awful. But apart from that, I enjoyed pretty much all of this because I really enjoyed learning about the ICBs as well.
Yeah, this is a slick task. I mean, task. It's both, honestly. But
Actually optimizing these ICB stacking.
yeah, both of these are pretty optimal. For the first one, he got like the most you could do out of 3, pretty much. And the second one was like a 9 point something speed, which is the most you could get out of 2. So
Yeah.
also check this out. Wait for it. Wait for it. We have a 3-way. That's not it. 3-way comparison right here.
Yo.
I played the wrong video.
I'm actually curious how yours compares to mine,
Yeah.
especially at the beginning.
So what I learned is that the DCV is very slow. Both of you escaped years before I did. So yeah, even like Speedy, who did ICBs, he had like, this was a 15 speed, right? So mine is 10 speed higher, and he's already on this little ledge right here, and I am not. So the DCB was very slow. I'm not certain it helped me at all.
It's cool though.
Yeah. And the path Speedy took was just longer, just because like it's just farther around, so that's where that movement time comes in at the end.
I mean, it's tricky to figure out how to get 100 shinies, because that's
Yeah.
quite a lot actually, is what you learn while doing this task.
But there's also so many sources of shinies in that level, surprisingly. But yeah,
I must say, I'm actually impressed because Speedy's actually really close to mine at the start.
honestly, I think he actually gets further out sooner. Like, oh, actually, I don't know. Yeah, you're
And
well.
we both have the same speed, ICB, right? Or actually, he
Yeah.
has a faster one.
He said, what did he say? Like 14.92. Yours was like something like that. They're very close. But I think the difference here is because you bashed and that like removed the 5 speed from your walking. So he gets out slightly ahead, but you also, you know, you need to be up on this thing.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, going that way is the fastest way to get to that sock, huh? But you lose your cruise boost.
Yeah. I just figured it'd be worth, because if you go there with the cruise boost, you have to turn around, which also takes forever.
Mmm.
And also I had to bowl the G-Love still to get the shinies. So I actually get 11 shinies from the 4 wooden tikis, and then 50 from the Chuck and 40 from the G-Love.
Was there like any way you could have bowled the G-Love or bowled the Bombot and just had them hit each other so you didn't have to break the wooden tikis?
It wouldn't have saved time anyways, because I would have made the same cycle with the orb, I guess. But
I guess it just seems
But
like
apart
it's
from that, you would have
slow.
had to wind up the bowl more, because the G-Love doesn't really move that far if you hit it. So I don't think you can hit it into
Sick.
the other robots. But
Hefty.
actually, my initial idea was actually to throw a ball which would hit the Bombot farther into the G-Love, which is something that I did actually manage to do from the
yo.
ground. But then I figured out that the Chuck can kill itself, so it wasn't necessary anymore.
Well, in any case, this would normally be the part where once again I would show the promo for the next month's task. Unfortunately, I do not have it ready yet. I'll have it sometime this week. I don't know precisely if it'll be today, tomorrow, or like Thursday, but one of those 3 days. the next month will be up. Thank you, Speedy Cube and Smiley, for participating in this. And yeah, hopefully next month will be just as interesting. It's actually very surprising how it's very surprising how all three of us took like completely different routes here. You don't always see that. It's like sometimes you see the top few like have the same idea, but everyone just had a very different way of doing this. That's so interesting to me.
Yeah, I really like this task.
All right, so with that, thank you all for being here, and see y'all next month. And we're off.